Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I'm Nate from the band Shiny Shiny Black. I'm going to sip my coffee here in my Bruce Bishop Shiny Shiny Black coffee mug here. Doing well. It's St. Patrick's Day in 2025, and had an awesome weekend here in Goshen, where we're from. Just a lot of cool stuff going on musically, and I wanted to just kind of recap the weekend, tell you how we did, some of the other cool things that are going on, and a couple of things that are coming up for us, and just share that all with you. So there's so much going on, I had to take notes. That's it's going crazy. So first of all, I wanted to give a shout out to my friends in Be The Band. They released a new album called Welcome to the Hive and did a record release show at Ignition Music Garage. And I unfortunately had to work downstairs so I could hear them from the recording studio, and I could hear the applause and the audience cheering and going nuts, and it was a lot of fun. I couldn't actually be there, but I did catch up with them after the show. But I'm really excited for those guys. They put out so much great material in the last couple of years, and just putting out a new album. And it was exciting for me to see them doing well, and to be able to draw a big audience to Ignition Music Garage. And super proud of them for what they've accomplished so far. And I'm actually getting to talk to Evan Crable, their lead singer, later this afternoon about some stuff. So big shout out to those guys. Congratulations, guys. Really excited for where you guys are going. Also, our friends in Rebel Noir opened for them. That was also super cool. Nikisha and Jason are good friends of mine, and I'm really excited about that band and what they're doing, the kind of the flavor that they're adding to our artistic scene here, especially some of the things that Nikisha is tapping into and putting a finger on as an artist is really important, and I'm glad she's doing that work. And speaking of Rebel Noir and Shiny Shiny Black, we are going to the Naptones Awards down in Indianapolis this weekend, and we're up for some awards, along with Jesus from South Bend is up for Rap Single of the Year, and Rebel is actually up for the Jazz Single of the Year. Very cool. So 2 different categories. And then Shiny Shiny Black is actually up for Folk Album of the Year and Folk Single of the Year for the song Reverie. So very, very excited to be a part of that, and really excited to meet the folks at the Naptones event. It's really, really cool to see an Indiana organization focusing on Indiana arts and music, and doing something to represent the kind of groundswell, I feel like, of art that's happening here, and good musical creative work that's happening. It's really cool, and the fact that we get to be have the honor to be a part of that as it's kind of getting going is really, really exciting. So I'm actually going to be I think carpooling down with Rebel Noir to go to that event. So really excited, looking forward to this weekend. And we'll see, maybe I'll have more news for you next Monday. Anyways, also still back to Friday, after the Be The Band showcase, there was an after party at Elephant Bar. Thank you to Elephant Bar also for hosting so many great musical acts. It's not really like necessarily a venue, but they're making a space for artists to get in there and do their thing, and clearing out their front section to make room for us. And so we just massively appreciate the opportunity for things like that. Abby Thomas was playing there with her trio, with our keyboard player Simon, and Isaac from Be The Band, their bassist, plays with her as well, and that was fun to see. And also got to meet up with Paul from Theory One and Justin from Red Shuck Productions. So it was a good feeling in that room to see all of kind of like the who's who of local musicians and artists in that space, all kind of hanging out after the big show. So that was super awesome. The next day, Shiny Black went and we did 2 big St. Patrick's Day events. One was at Goshen Brewing Company. Shout out to Jesse Sensenig and the Goshen Brewing Company crew for making space for us. We came in and played an afternoon show and did a bunch of modern Irish covers, U2, Cranberries, Snow Patrol, Glenn Hansard, and we had a blast. It was absolutely the best to be in such a friendly space, doing a bunch of Irish covers and and mixing in our own tunes. And that was a lot of fun in that space to have such a friendly atmosphere and be so supported by our local community. And it was also officially the first live gig with Arthur Schroeder playing drums for us. And so that was super fun to kind of break that out and have that go over so well. And then we immediately loaded up and hopped over to J.K. O'Donnell's over in Fort Wayne, which is a venue it's really just a restaurant, but they put on a huge St. Patrick's Day event every year. And I've been part of that for a very, very long time. For those of you who know local music, I've been a part of it since the Gold Mine Pickers were still a band. So, very cool to be able to go over there and actually play and put on a very similar show to what we did at Goshen Brewing Company and have an absolute blast. And I will tell you, Dolores, rest in peace, but man, whatever is going on in that song Zombie, people lose their minds. The Cranberries song Zombie is so fun to play live and people just get into it. And what I think is really interesting about it is that it's a really good kind of retelling of the Irish story of the last century, and kind of a secret historical archive of that story. So it's cool that people get to know a little bit about the history of Ireland in the last 100 years through that song. So anyways, we had an absolute blast, and the guys at EA Pro, Seth and Tyson, took amazing care of us. So Billy, the boss, if you're watching, they did a great job. And it's always nice to know that like things are going to sound good and you don't have to worry about too much when you show up to an event. And so they're absolutely killing it. On the note of J.K. O'Donnell's, if you're seeing this on St. Patrick's Day, and if you happen to be in Fort Wayne, they're actually doing a Monday show as well. So debutantes are playing tonight. Our friends Sean and Ellen are in that band, and they are absolutely a force to be reckoned with. In fact, they are also going to be on the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour, which is a radio show that I produce this coming, It's going to be April, the first Monday in April on WVPE. So I told you there's a lot going on. I thought this was going to be a 7-minute video, and here it is. It's almost 9 minutes already. So if you're seeing this on Monday, St. Patrick's Day 2025, my band, Shiny Black, is going to be on the air tonight on The Sauce Live, which is a program produced for local NPR affiliate WVPE, and we're excited to do that. We hosted the Acorn Open Mic last month in Three Oaks, Michigan, and that was taped and is part of the show tonight. So one more thing before we get to the weekend and go down to the Naptones Festival. Maiden King is playing at Goshen Brewing Company this Wednesday, and I am going to be running sound for it. So if you happen to see this and you're going to be hanging out at Goshen Brewing Company this Wednesday, come say hi and check out Maiden King with me. I've never seen it before, so it'll be exciting. We'll have a shared experience together. All right. Well, once again, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. It's really fun to connect with you. And this, by the way, is the future studio for our future work. So you might start getting used to this scene, although hopefully a little less messy. But yeah, real exciting. Lots going on. We'll be dropping another video probably Wednesday, and just kind of talking maybe a little bit more about like making art and doing the work of making music. And so until then, have a great week, and I'll see you around.